It is 2024. We are here to get our first deal in 30 days. What is up, guys? Zach in here.
Rick in here.
And in today's video, we are showing you our 30-day wholesaling challenge for 2024. That is right. If you're getting started in wholesaling real estate and you want to get your first deal in 30 days, this is going to be our 30-day wholesaling challenge. Now, usually we have our 30-day wholesaling challenge in June or July, and for 30 days, we do a video every single day. But it's not June, it's the new year, and we need to get a deal right now, so this is why we're doing this video. We are going to do an approach, we're going to call it the 3-3-3-3 method, the 4 threes, if you will, where if you just focus on threes, that's it, just focus on 4 things on threes. I know it sounds confusing, but we're going to explain it today, and it's going to help you implement your first deal. This is a simple plan that anyone can do to get their first wholesaling deal in the next month. This is exciting. We're gonna get a check, we're gonna do well, and we're gonna get it going. So the first thing we gotta understand is when it comes to wholesaling real estate, it only comes down to 3 things: marketing, acquisitions, and dispositions. And once we understand it only comes down to 3 things, that's all we need to focus on. So let's kind of focus on the first part here, which is marketing. This is finding the wholesaling deal, right? When it comes to marketing, there's 3s in it, right? And so there's lists and channels. And so what we got to focus on here is finding the right lists. And most wholesalers get super confused. They listen to all these gurus. They go, oh my gosh, there's so much to do, right? When honestly, if you just focus on 3 things, that's it. So let's talk about lists, finding deals, right? You should only focus on 3 lists for getting your first wholesaling deal. And what are these lists? Whatever you want them to be. What my opinion is, it should be a government list, maybe heck, even a paid list, or a drawing for dollars or reverse drawing for dollars list. When I'm looking at everything you can possibly do in wholesaling real estate, 3 lists are really all you need if you can focus on them hard. I would say 1 or 2 of these should be from a government source. I would probably, if you're pushing me hard here, I would say code violations, probates, and I would add probably drawing for dollars on this. Just focus on 3 lists, make it easy, make it simple, make 2 of them government lists, 1 paid or an earned list, so you have enough volume coming in. And that's all the lists you need to do. Oh, but my guru said, no. Hey, we're going to make this simple. We're going to make this easy. Just focus on that.
The next of the 3 we need to focus on is the channel to deliver your marketing message. And if you're going to do 3 types of lists, guess where I'm going with this? We're going to do 3 types of mediums to deliver your message. So let's go over them real quick. Number 1, one of the most popular is going to be cold calling. Why is cold calling so popular? Well, number 1, it's direct, straight to the seller. You're attacking off-market properties on some of these great lists you produced. And honestly, it's the fastest way to connect. It will give you the fastest desired result. And this is a speed play. Now, the main thing you got to do there is you have to vet to find out people interested in selling their house. And from there, you have to qualify them. This involves quantity, guys. The more people you call, the more opportunities you're going to have. Cold calling is great. And with the advent of DMZach.com, one of your biggest problems of skip tracing is now solved. If you go there and set up an account with them, you can actually do free to almost unlimited skip tracing with it. What used to be a huge cost is now provided for you with accurate data. Go to DMZach.com to take advantage of that. The second one is going to be SMS texting. Obviously, this is when we're texting our leads and you're reaching out to them. Once again, you can use DMZach.com to get those skip trace numbers. You can double play off your cold calling, which is perfect, and you can rotate between the 2. And remember, you want to use the double whammy script. If you want to learn more how to do that, go over to freewholesaling.com. Remember, you got to be different and unique so you can get a response from these. I like text because honestly, if you're a 1-person army, this is an amazing marketing medium for you to deliver your message on somewhat of a limited cost. Now, you can actually do it from your phone. There's only so many messages you can send per hour, or you can use like a Google Voice or any type of virtual number. Using a Google Voice or a similar number, you can do 5 texts per hour per line. Guys, where there's a will, there's a way. If you're just doing like some driving for dollars and stuff like that, that is a great technique. You can actually do it for free. To learn how to do these SMS techniques, go to freewholesaling.com. We teach it in detail for you. The third one's going to be direct mail. And don't worry, I'm not telling you to start off direct mail if you're brand new. Actually, I don't want you to do that. But the reality is if you have between 5 and 10 deals under your belt, you should explore direct mail. Because if you're cold calling, then you're rolling those people over to SMS texting. Why not throw a piece of mail at them to catch all on that? We recommend using the ROS postcard. If you want to learn more about that, go over to freewholesaling.com. Also within direct mail, we need to include reverse driving for dollars. Now, it's not technically a mail piece, but it is a mail message. The only difference is you're hand delivering it to the door. So you take your code violations and pre-foreclosures and you basically print out a message that says, hey, got a quick question about your house. It says, Rick, you put on your virtual phone number, you stick it on the door. Say you put out 100 of those. Well, the reality is we figured out it's easier to take those 100 and find the ones that actually want to talk to you. So say 10 of them want to talk to you. I just saved you 90 painful conversations. And with the advent of Ring doorbells and people not answering their doorbells, reverse driving for dollars is an amazing marketing medium. But guys, use these in 3 because all 3 can work together. Find one that's your predominant and get better on the 2. And then once you get proficient on all 3, keep rotating and then you can bring in more. But let's just stick to 3 to get your marketing median out there.
And that's kind of what we're talking about here. You know, a lot of people get analysis paralysis. What do I do? 3, do it. That's it. Find 3 lists, stick to those 3 lists. So the analysis paralysis, when you give someone kind of a blank check, they start flipping out, right? If you just do 3 lists, 3 marketing channels, and just focus on that. Now, here's the big question. Zach, how many hours a day should I be doing this? 3. Easy, right? Spend 3 hours a day in doing this. And so it's like a no-brainer. Like, how am I going to get a deal? It's simple. 3, 3, 3, 3. There's no like overthinking thing. There's no overdoing it. You pull the lists, you do the channels, and you do it for 3 hours a day. Now, there's obviously other things we can do with this, but just focus on 3 hours a day. Like, just pull lists, start talking to them and getting going. Like, I would say for most people though, if you're doing 3 hours a day, just go to dmzack.com, get that free skip tracing. It's the absolute best. But also on top of that, you just got to create a schedule and stick to it. Figure out how many hours I'm going to do pulling lists, how many hours for my cold calling, my reverse driving for dollars, and things like that. And that should clear up a lot of time for your wholesale. 3 hours a day should free up about 20, 21 hours every single week. And you should be producing a ton of contacts. And the more contacts you get, the more offers you can make. And the more offers you make are the more contracts, and the more contracts you get are the more checks you can get. The name of the game here, guys, is getting offers. Once you get offers, especially lowball offers, you get properties under contract and you get deals done.
So now you've locked up your deal and now you need to sell your contract to a cash buyer. That's awesome. So this is where we need to attack our cash buyers list. And hopefully you've attacked this long before you did that, but like, don't panic if you haven't. Let's dive into it and find the 3 techniques to instantly find a cash buyer. Number 1 is simply pulling up the cash sales in the area for where your contract is located. The easiest way to do it is go over to listrei.com or go to zachdata.com and pull up the cash sales. And you want to tighten it up ideally within the last 3 months, but sometimes you got to stretch out the last 6 months, and you want to see everyone who's bought cash in that area. Don't worry if it's in an LLC or a corporation or it's going to be an individual. You need to immediately reach out to them, guys. Skip trace that number through dmzack.com and then find those cash sellers and talk to them and connect with them. Remember, they're your customers. They're going to give you valuable intel on the buying criteria. And the idea is to provide a product and make sure they're a real cash buyer. The second technique to find a cash buyer is going to the Zillow for rents. And you're thinking like, well, Rick, I don't want to rent a property. I don't want you to either. But remember, if somebody's renting it out and they're putting a phone number and even an address on it, they're giving you an area of where they rent properties. These are landlords. And most of these landlords buy properties for cash and they are your ideal customer. It's one of the fastest ways to easily locate cash buyers. And here's a really cool part. It's free, but you got to pick up the phone. You got to do the work and you've got to treat them like customers. Gather intel, vet them, make sure they're real cash buyers and look to see if they have a desire to buy more properties in that area, because most of them are working with real estate agents and they're frustrated with the lack of inventory and the pricing. You can fill this gap by being an amazing wholesaler. Reach out to the Zillow for rents to find your cash buyers. Technique number 3 is working with real estate agents. And before you panic on this topic, this is the part that it's actually easy to work with real estate agents. Specifically, what you're looking for are what we call cash buyer real estate agents. They basically represent cash buyers. They go on MLS, they buy properties, but they don't always go on MLS. In fact, any sort of deal they can find to bring their cash buyers, they look like a hero. So they're not going to reach out to you. Occasionally they do, but for the most part, what you want to do is find these agents. So how do we find them? The easiest way, honestly, is to reach out to someone that has a real estate license, that has access to MLS data, tell them the areas you're looking to get this information, and pull up transactions within the last year or the last 6 months of properties that have closed with a buyer's agent for 100% cash. Now, I know what you're thinking, Rick, why don't I just go straight to that buyer? No, I want you to work with that real estate agent because here's the reality. It might cost you 5 or 6% in cost, but the cool thing is they'll get you 15% more than you're ever going to get on your typical assignment agreement. So they pay for themselves. Keep in mind, they already know their buyers. They know their qualifications. They're not going to work for free and they move with speed. A lot of times they'll look at a property in one day and they'll close within a week. And remember, you don't have to go through all the vetting and the drama. So what? You pay them 5 or 6%. They're getting you 15%. 15% more. It's a huge win-win, and always take care of that agent. Don't go behind their back unless they completely cut you off. Guys, using cash buyers agents to find cash buyers is amazing. You want to use the three-prong approach, attack all three so you can get your cash buyers list full with real cash buyers.
Exactly. And that's how you get your first deal in 30 days. You focus on 3 hours a day of doing this. Find the time. I know so many people that say, oh, I don't have 3 hours. Well, you spend an hour a day on TikTok, you sleep 10 hours, and you go to the gym for 2 hours. Cut an hour out of the gym. You can live with only working out 1 hour a day. You will not get super fat if you eat regular. You can sleep 1 hour less, and then cut that stupid social media. That gives you 3 hours in the day for you to start producing deals. And once you get that, you can reinvest it and then go back to your TikTok, whatever. But doing this will produce you leads, produce you deals, and actually start making you money. This will give you 25, 30 grand this month, which you can reinvest it and start making more, which can lead you to making 100K a month and even more. But the thing is, you have to take action now. The difference between the people that become successful and aren't are the people that become successful always take the action. They eliminate the excuses. They're like, oh, I'm tired today. No, they don't care how tired they are. They go out here and do the work. What you need to do is focus in, create a plan, and execute that plan. Guys, we're talking about your life, your financial freedom, everything for you right now. You have to go all in. There's no excuses. There's nothing. It's only you. So go out here and do what you need to do, what you know you deserve, your family deserves, for financial freedom, for success through the greatest channel possible. Free wholesaling real estate. So guys, if you're ready to start wholesaling houses, make sure you go to our free wholesaling course, freewholesaling.com. In that course, we do a 30-day wholesaling challenge. You can replay and watch whenever. So you can start day 1 today, and from day 2, day 3, day 4, it's more information. There's homework for you to do, so you can start doing some wholesaling deals. Guys, if you got any value from this video, do me a favor. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, go to freewholesaling.com, and we'll see you soon. This is Zach Kin signing out.
Rick Kin signing out.
Have a blessed one.
See ya.